In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can actually be able to get very good prices and buy less from suppliers on platforms like Alibaba and AlieExpress. I'm talking about mini importation business where you are able to source products from Chinese suppliers and import them in your country. For example, here in Uganda. So most times we have this challenge. You have a supplier who is supplying goods and he wants you to buy in bulk. For example, he tells you you need to buy at least 100 pieces of an item so that you can make a successful purchase. I'm going to show you how you can actually get this broken down and buy a few pieces that you can actually afford. So, in every single business, you need to be sharp. I'm going to tell you this, guys, frankly. Mu buli kintu ky'okola n'okubeera mugezigezi. Abantu banene ba Chinese suppliers nabo baagala okufuna ennyo, baagala of course ogula ebintu mu bungi. Naye gwe ng'omuntu ng'omunnayuganda nga wakatandika, if you're just starting out as a Ugandan, you may have little capital, or you may just want items to use. Like me, I've been buying items for my own use. Some of these gadgets you're seeing here, I've been buying them in single units, like 2 or 3 pieces, share with, give one to a friend and use one for myself. But if you don't know how to actually talk to suppliers, minimum order quantity jja kubeera kizibu. Bajja kugamba pieces bw'oba ogula keyboard ng'eno, because I bought this keyboard from China and I bought 2 of them. Now I remember they were like minimum pieces, they were 5 pieces. And I didn't want all the 5 pieces. I had only a friend who had wanted one, and I also wanted one for myself. So how do you actually convince suppliers to reduce the minimum order quantity? This is how you do it. When you find a supplier, when you actually do your research and you find out the supplier is legit, I told you guys how to find out if the supplier is okay. When you go to Alibaba, there are criteria that you should go through to qualify a supplier. We look at the badges, verification badge. We look at the number of years someone has spent on the platform, 5, 10, 15 years and above. A good sign. We look at the kind of the certifications and so many other criteria that we look at to confirm that the supplier is really legit. We can look at the amount of money that he has made in the recent sales. We can look at the trend of sales. We can look at the markets he's supplying to, if he's supplying to the northern, North America. We can look at those markets to see if they actually provide good products, because if you find a supplier who is supplying products to North America, European countries, you have a sense of trust that these people's products are literally good, because some of those countries are well developed and they don't just allow any kind of stuff to enter their country. They allow first class. Therefore, you find such a supplier, you found someone good. Now, how do you get to convince them to reduce their minimum order quantity? This is very simple. For me, the way I normally do it, I'll find a supplier. After I qualify him or her, I go to their chat. When I receive a sales representative, I start up the conversation. Hello, good afternoon. Hey, how are you doing? I initially greet them. After that, I go to the most important thing. I ask for the catalog. What I'm trying to mean is I do everything as if I am a professional and a very big company willing to do extra large purchases with this company. So I ask for their catalog, and once they send the catalog, I look out for the product I want, because remember, I've already seen it around their product profile. So once I receive the product, I send back to them and I say, this is the kind of product that I need, and I need it in big supplies. And they will tell you everything that you need to know, the time it will take for them to get the products ready, if they can do the customization, how much price you'll be getting for the amount of pieces. For example, if you're taking like 50 pieces, they'll give you the quotation. Now, you give them this impression that you are willing to do business, a very big business with them. Like you're going to be a big consumer of their products. You appreciate their quality and they actually see that you're a serious buyer. Now, as you are talking through that, you reach this point where you tell them, hey, whereas I want to buy 50 pieces of your product, I want to confirm the quality, I want to confirm the size, I want to confirm the shape, I want to confirm, material, and also confirm the market demands. So, for someone who has been aiming at selling you 50 pieces, you reach a point of convincing them that I need 2-3 pieces to do sampling for my market. for my clients to see if they will be able to respond for the proper quality, for the quality of the product, for the shape, for the material. And the supplier will not hesitate to give you those 3-4 pieces for you to try them out. And this is how I've literally worked with huge manufacturers, direct suppliers, and be able to get myself very small amounts of goods that you can't even believe. I've done this for my clients. Of recent, I have landed a supplier who is dealing in 2 phone accessories. This supplier, his minimum order quantity is so high. Now, I had a client who wanted to replace his Samsung Galaxy screen, Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. His screen was off. He also wanted an S Pen. I have a Techno Camon in front of me. I use it sometimes, but it has problems. So I want also to get it a screen and also get a phone cover. Now, only these 4 pieces, I got them, but it's the same process that I used. I went out to the supplier, talked him into buying in bulk, and of which I intend to, because I'm trying to set myself ready so that I can go into huge importation. For now, I told him I'm going to be able to do future transactions with you, but I need few samples of your products. And by the end of the conversation, he was willing to give me 1 screen guard for the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, 1 for Techno, a few S Pens for Samsung, and then the Universal. And I landed a deal that was less than actually $30 from a huge manufacturer. And I can always go back to this manufacturer and tell them, now I'm ready to buy in bulk if I receive the products and they are good. And this is actually very important. You should always check out products before you buy in bulk. You see that? If you want to buy items in bulk, ensure you get a few samples and first sample them out. I told you the things to sample. You sample the material, the quality. You should try to check out with the market if the market is going to respond. If you find these things are good, go ahead and order in bulk. So this is how I beat my minimum order quantity requirements on most of these platforms here. If you want to learn more about mini importation business, I have a dedicated YouTube channel where I teach you everything for free. Jim Newton Academy. Go to YouTube, search for Jim Newton Academy, and subscribe to the channel to get started watching our videos. Don't forget to turn on the bell notification so that you get alerts whenever I upload a new video. And don't forget to also like and follow our TikTok account, Jim Newton Academy. With that said, peace. See you in the next video.